Hello, my name is Noah Zile, and I will be talking about what truly is nicotine. When someone smokes a cigarette or inhales from a vape, nicotine travels into the lungs where it is quickly absorbed into the bloodstream. Philip Morris International reports that nicotine can reach the brain in just as little as 10 seconds. The speed is part of why vaping is just so addictive. Nicotine doesn't disappear right away either. According to Healthline, nicotine can remain in your body to up to 3 days after use, depending on how much somebody smokes or vapes. That lingering presence keeps the brain and body hooked even when someone hasn't smoked in a while. Now that we have seen how quickly nicotine takes a hold of the body, let's talk about what it does once it reaches the brain. When nicotine does reach the brain, it works with attaching to special receptors in the brain that release dopamine, a chemical linked to pleasure and reward. The National Institute of Drug Abuse explains that the rush of dopamine reinforces the behavior, making people want to repeat it again and again. So, for example, if you were to get an A on your exam or an A on your paper, of course you would want to keep on getting A's in the future because it feels good whenever you do well and you succeed. Whenever you succeed, that's your dopamine receptors firing off their receptors and giving you that feeling of pleasure and feeling of reward that you've been looking for with your hard work. Over time, the brain also adjusts by creating more nicotine receptors, which means a person needs even more nicotine to get the same effect. Nicotine also disputes the memory receptors as well. I do not want to say that. The memory receptor, a neuro response for learning, memory, and attention, according to Vic Health. This effect is stronger with people under the age of 25 because their brain is still developing. That means young smokers and vapors face long-term problems with memory, mood, and impulsive control. We've seen how nicotine changes the brain in powerful ways, but the effects doesn't stop there. They continue to impact overall health for years to come. Some long-term effects. Nicotine itself is highly addictive, but it's other chemicals in cigarettes and vapes that cause serious disease. The CDC states that smoking leads to over 480,000 deaths every single year in the United States, making it the number one cause of preventable deaths. Long-term smoking increases the risk of lung cancer, heart disease, stroke, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Even vaping, while often marketed as safer, still exposes users to harmful substances. The National Institute of Environmental and Health explains that e-cigs contain thousands of chemicals, including metals and toxins. These can damage your lungs over time and just lead to catastrophic events on your body. So as we can see, what starts as quick can lead to the major life consequences. Just one quick hit can lead to a lifelong start of breathing problems, heart problems, even blood clots. It's just a ton of things that you do not want to get your hands on. Which brings us to our conclusion. As we come to the end of this speech, let's return to the question, what truly is nicotine? It's not just a quick buzz or a harmless habit. Nicotine is a powerful and addictive drug that changes how the body and brain works. We saw how it enters the body within seconds, how it alters the brain chemistry, and how it leads to serious long-term health risk. For students and adults alike, this knowledge is important. Even someone thinks just one hit won't matter. The science shows how nicotine can take hold quickly and cause lasting harm. To wrap it up, every time a person picks up a cigarette or vape, they make a choice. Understanding the science behind nicotine means understanding the risk behind the choice that you choose. Don't rip nicotine, and don't hit vapes. They're bad for you.